really giving Smucker a hard time, and that's going to leave Gwaltney wide open. Alexi Gwaltney makes the pay. Job Grace. Smucker. Boy, they are making Lexi Zentner work really hard, and Smucker puts it in. Right now, Panthers have held Lexi Zentner off the board, but not for long. Cross court, Taylor. Jamiee is just swarmed. Boy, Cammy Martin up is really playing some incredible defense right now. Coming up on 3 minutes. Lexi on Lexi. Gwaltney got around Zentner and puts it in. Good job, Gwaltney. Zentner got it back. She is doing absolutely everything for the Cardinals. And there's a nice layup. Coming up on 2 minutes and a half. Here's Smucker. Genesis found Gwaltney. She's open. Off the glass and in. Glass hands turned over. Casey Miller. Rejected. It might have been Smucker or Cammy, not sure. Trouble, and that's turned over. He was just swarmed by blue jerseys. Smucker. Easy layup. Cammy. Smucker. Smucker around the left side. She loves that side. Puts it in. They better get Zentner in there fast. 3:04 left to go, third quarter. Becker to inbound. Got it to Zentner. A good look. Off the glass and in. Walking to Smucker. Genesis, that left side. Ted's Bowmansville, Lennon. There we go. Still we're right. Zentner double team, triple team. Somehow, I don't know how she did that.
And the ball is here. We have the ball game today. Give it up for your away team, the Nuggets. Those Nuggets versus your home team, the Warriors.
Welcome everybody to the final game of week 6. Jeff Russell here with Jeff Russell on the camera. And folks, this has been an amazing day today. If you're tuning in, you have missed so much incredible basketball, incredible news. Where do we start? We start with Isaiah Lapp, broken foot, may not play championship Saturday. Then we talk about the greatest comeback in upward history happened today. Cheryl Russell's, my wife's Huskies, defeating Anne Marie Bowie's Cardinals with Lexi Zentner on that team, full lineups. I don't know how that happened. Then we had 4.5 overtimes, I think, today. Just an incredible day. And they're going to get Wise here on the foul. And speaking of Wise, his younger brother Kenton, player of the game. Kenton was awesome today as the Hawks obliterated the Chargers. Luke, everybody knows the story, I hope. 6 straight free throws to start a basketball game. I don't think that's ever been happened in any basketball game ever. By the same player, and he's on pace to match his record. The first 7 points would have to be scored by all Luke Harting free throws to break his record. The Warriors got off to a 6-0 lead. And good to see Gavin Carr back. I don't think he was here last week. And the Nuggets got their first win last week. Jed Stoltzfus. An unbelievable last-second put back from 5 or 6 feet. Was sensational. Underneath Carr. Jake Harting was there. There was a rough elbow there by Monteforte. I think Luke wants a foul. I agree with you, Luke. But Carl, you never know what you're going to get. Carl's call for the Jazz today. You got to go and see the end of the Jazz double overtime and see how that game ended. Just unbelievable. Here's Jake with force on him. Go the other way. 2-0 Warriors. Monteforte over to force. That's for 3. Missed it. And if you want to hear the Isaiah Lapp interview, I believe that was during the Celtics-Grizzly game. If you want to hear, we had Isaiah for the whole first half. And Coach Babb as well. There's Luke Harting. That's a nice 3. Go back to the whole first half of the Celtics game. You'll hear Isaiah's story, what happened, whether or not he will play. There's Buck underneath. Liam around it in. Speaking of Bucks, we talked about the Cougars, the Buck and Buck combination. Caden and Liam were on the same team, 2021. Franklin, still good. Warriors took a tough loss last week. 39-37 loss to the Celtics. Brody Torrance, player of the game there, player of the game today. Brody's never lost it upward. He's in the lead for regular season MVP right now. And Monteforte, a little too aggressive. Good job, Luke Harting. That's what he was waiting for. Monteforte. A little too aggressive, like we said. Early first quarter action. Championship Saturday, February 24th. Lincoln, trip, and I don't know if they're going to call Monteforte. Wise is looking like, it wasn't me. And they're going to call Mason. I think that's 2 quick fouls on Monteforte. They don't want to lose him. We saw what the Jazz did to this team without Monteforte. Here goes Monteforte with his blazing speed. Mason missed it. A rare miss. Stoltzfus. Good footwork there, Franklin. Underneath the putback. Mason. Warriors up 1. Lincoln Harting on that guarded spot basketball team along with Luke. Brody Torrance is on that team. Isaiah Lapp. 10-5 they finished. Going the other way. 3 team fouls for the Nuggets, none for the Warriors. Eric Stark and the Jazz remain perfect this season. Here's Jake. Jake has a player of the game this year. Week 3. In week 3, they were down 15-2. Came back and won that game against the Knicks without Connor Stoltzfus in that game. There's Lincoln baseline, right side. Coming up on a minute and a half left in the first quarter. And with Isaiah Lapp out for the regular season, he's definitely not playing next Saturday. Championship Saturday, maybe. But the Sixers now, and they won today, by the way, without Isaiah. They defeated the Lakers Lakers had a lead in that game, but Jariah Smucker stepped up big time, and Logan Stoltzfus got player of the game. Boy, Luke is such a good free throw shooter. He might be the best in the league. And that is so useful, such an asset to have. You have a guy you can count on to make free throws. Shannon. Ball's going to stay to the Nuggets. Only a 3-point game. Force. Got it to Zook. Force, right baseline for 3. Wise right there. Dishes it off. Zook. Going the other way. Luke. Drives. Nicely done. And not sure what we're going to have here. Ball's going to go to the Warriors. Did not see what was happening. I was typing in the score. 30 seconds left to go in the first. Luke has Jake. Monteforte saw it the whole way. Monteforte flying off the glass and in. That's what he does. Does it well. Harting. Luke at the buzzer and going to draw a foul. That's going to put them in the penalty. So Force with a foul. Luke's going to shoot too. And that was going to put him in the penalty anyway. Luke would have went to the line. And boy, the free throw shooter. Study the form, kids. Oh, he missed one. At the buzzer. After one half a play. Or was that 1 quarter? 10-6. We'll be back.
You know, if you tell them that you're a follower of Christ or you're a Christian, things like that, it can resonate with people a little bit more just because of the platform you do have. So, you know, for me, it's, you know, talking about it's one thing, but living it is the most important. My faith on the field is reflected, you know, just in competitive nature, I think, more than anything. You know, off the field is, you know, you just, you can kind of relax and be, you know, just the same old guy, but I think you kind of have to flip a switch when you're on the field. You don't have to have that all the time, but when you get out there, you know, I think working at it with all your heart is something that, you know, as we're working for God, not for the men, and it's one of my favorite Bible verses. I think that that resonates a lot with me when I'm on the field. You know, you got to work at it. God gave you the ability to do it.
All right, we're back for the second quarter. Jeff Russell here with Jeff Russell on the camera. Folks, I know I've been begging for volunteers, but I made a rule. If you are mom or dad, I don't want any parent back here filming during a game, if not your child's game. I set it up so I could do everything on my own if I need to. Luke, what a strip. Cross court, Jake banged into by Monteforte. No foul, Jake can't believe it. Boy, the Warriors just get no breaks when it comes to fouls. It always seems to go against them if there's a no call. Lincoln. Got it to Jake. Stolen. Monteforte. Mason inside. Zook going to be fouled. Going to shoot 2. Thank you for joining us online. For our online viewers, feel free to give a shout out. We can see what you write, answer any questions, or give a shout out to your favorite player if you like. Feel free to use the emojis there. Ramirez into the game. Monteforte and Harting going to have a jump. This will be the last game of the day. Folks, go back and watch. Start at 9 o'clock. Watch the 9 o'clock. You're just going to see amazing basketball. The end of that 9 o'clock game of the boys 5th and 6th league. Jake Harting. Monteforte misses. Off the hands of Zook. Folks, you go back to 9 o'clock, and the Tigers of the boys 5th and 6th played the undefeated Buffaloes. Long football pass. Harting missed it. Jake. Luke for 3. No good. Lincoln. He missed. Carr the putback. He missed. Boy, nothing's going in. The Tigers, who came in at 3-2, winning their last 3, handed the Buffaloes a loss in overtime. And there's Gavin Carr for 3. And they call time. We'll be back. Let's look at some highlights for the boys 7 to 9th. Check out Jed Stoltzfus's game-winning putback. Underneath, Caden Musser missed. Felon bomb. No, that's Alvaro. Concepcion Leyva. Connor comes down with it. Coming up on 1 minute. Here's Wentling. Seth to Felpel. Jaden Felpel. Force. Missed it. Jed to put back with 2 seconds left. Jed Stoltzfus, and it's over. It's over. An incredible shot, game winning. Gave the Nuggets their first win. I do not see Jed here today. Guess he took a rest after that amazing game-winning shot. Elijah Benner in the game. Monteforte. Zook. No good. Jake Harting grabs it. There's Luke. Jake is begging for a foul. Got to be careful. They will call a technical on you. I agree with you, Jake. A lot of fouls are missed. But there's only 2 refs here. They can't see everything, but some things I just don't know. So a lot of careers are ending this year. Luke Harting, his final season at Upward. Chase Force will be gone. They're the only 9th graders. Oh no, Gary Wise. This will be his last year at Upward. A lot of great players in this league. It's been an incredible season to this point. Still a lot more left. Harting, another 3. And the Warriors pouring it on. Franklin, no good. Benner. It's going to be fouled. I think he's going to shoot two. Yes, he will. Elijah, let's take a look at Elijah Benner. And he attends Petra. He's from Gap, Pennsylvania. Mother Melanie. I believe they go to my kids' co-op. I teach a chess class over there, and could have sworn I seen Elijah Benner in the parking lot. And I said, Elijah Benner from Gap all the way over here in Clay? I said, it can't be, but I think my wife confirmed, yeah. They do attend the co-op. Elijah's 7th grade. 12 years old. Will be 13 in April. And Monteforte. Back to a 10-point lead. And Luke on the floor, that's been a familiar sight. Like I said, I don't think any player has taken more abuse than Luke Harting. And there's been a lot of abuse, some players. I don't know what it is. Some players, just the way they play. When I say abuse, I just mean collisions, not abuse. It's a bad word to use. Incidental collisions. Where I'm trying to get at. And Luke has had a lot of bumps and bruises. Franklin, back to Monteforte. Coming up on 3 minutes and a half, Monteforte going to be fouled. And the Warriors are getting frustrated. They're not getting fouls, but they're getting called for fouls. Earlier today, Brad Slaughter got a little frustrated. He called timeout. And the ball, Fidel did not give him the timeout because the ball was in mid-flight, but Slaughter was insisting that the ball was still in the player's hands. So then when the ball did go into the player's hands the next time, Slaughter facetiously yelled timeout and was given a warning. And Kieren Shannon, that's for three. A much needed three for the Nuggets. Without Jed here. Weaver missed. Weaver gives it off to Luke. Luke, left side, you can't leave him open. Last year's championship game MVP. One of the greatest upsets at Upward. Franklin, Stoltzfus, there you go. Right back at you. Luke, stripped. Worcester into the game. Weaver gave it to Luke. Luke underneath. That will not be a shooting foul. Nope, neither team in foul trouble. Just under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Again, folks, Isaiah Lapp, broken foot. 50-50 shot of playing for the championship Saturday. My wife, Cheryl Russell, her Huskies, greatest upset in Upward history took place in the girls' 5th and 6th, beating Lexi Zentner and the Cardinals with a full lineup. I don't know how they did it. Here's Luke, push from behind. Not sure if that affected the shot at all. Shannon looking for another bucket. So is Stoltzfus, and he's going to get it. Franklin. And the Nuggets have crept their way back into this. Only a 5-point game now. Weaver. Maddox. Back to Weaver. Weaver, floater. Almost. And Weaver, very lucky he wasn't called for a foul there. A little bit aggressive. Brian, do we have a definite on the championship game times yet? Here's Luke. Missed it. Still no definites, folks. Maddox missed. And ball's going to stay. Just under a minute. Luke for three. Missed it. Wise. Nice rebound. 50 seconds to Monteforte. Speed. Missed it. Luke fell. Or trapped, one or the other. Not sure. Fidel asked him if he's okay. He said yes. 30 seconds and a half, Luke. And this time he will draw the foul. They're going to get Wise here. Luke's going to go to the line. 31 seconds show on the clock. Luke misses. Marty Miller. The uncle, Caden Weaver. Hello, Marty. Thank you for joining us. From Colorado. Glad you could see Caden play. Let's see if we can get you a shot of Caden here. There's your nephew. How's the weather out there in Colorado? I'll let you get a good look at Caden. Brian, we got a viewer from Colorado thanking us. Brian Conroy here. Brian, we have a viewer from Colorado, the uncle of Caden Weaver, thanking us that he can watch Caden play. Yes, Marty Miller, the uncle of Caden. Brian, can we get a quick word with the girls' 7-9 game? Break it down for us. What happened?
Those girls pushed too much.
How many shots?
The referees.
How many easy shots were missed?
The referees need to be.
Brian, I can't blame
Fidel, I love you, Fidel.
Listen, I'm killing them too, but how many easy missed shots were underneath?
It had to be 25 or 30.
I mean, it was, yes. Like I said, that would have been, if you just made the 5-footers.
Yeah, exactly.
It would have been a whole different outcome.
Just wait for the championship day. I'm not even worried about next week.
So next week, no Avery Good, is that correct?
Yeah.
Avery out, but all that matters is 1 o'clock on the 24th.
There's one game for sure on the 24th. That's the only one that matters.
Folks, you do not want to miss that. It's going to be an all-out scrum, and it's going to be entertaining. But the Liberty
I might need to like, we might have to get a trophy or something.
I would love that. I keep referencing rings. I'd love to see it. You don't have one yet at Upward, am I right? No, I don't. Looking for your first. All right, let's hear from Michael Lewis.
Hey, my name is Michael Lewis, and I run a local life coaching and personal development, spiritual development coaching company. I'm excited to be out here today. As I talked to Brian about what you all have been doing over the last couple weeks, just talking about the different rooms in our heart and how they work, I got really excited about this idea of the living room. And I was thinking about it, and you know, the living room is that place where we build relationships. You know, we don't usually have people sitting in our living room unless we want to build a relationship with them. And so to look at that spot and in our hearts and go, okay, I want to build a relationship with Jesus. It's just so cool to me. And as I thought about it, I thought about the idea of spiritual development, growing myself, setting goals, whether it's about prayer or Bible study or another aspect of faith. And then I read the section on here, and it challenged me because it's not just about growing spiritually, but it's also about looking at that relationship that Jesus not only allows us to have a relationship with Him, He wants to have it with us. And so the author talks about this time where he wasn't in the Word, he wasn't praying, and he pictured Jesus saying to him, the trouble is that you've been thinking of the quiet time, of Bible study and prayer as a means for your own spiritual growth. This is true, but you have forgotten that this means something to me also. Remember, I love you. At a great cost, I have redeemed you. I value your fellowship. Just to have you look up into my face warms my heart. Don't neglect this hour if only for my sake. Whether or not you want to be with me, I want to be with you. I love you. That was impressive to me because just this idea of the Lord of everything who died for my sins is now going to want a relationship with me. And so it's not about setting that goal, it's not about achieving anything or checking off a box, it's about spending time with Him. So no matter where you're at in your walk, I challenge you this week to just really reflect. Are you at a point where you've stepped away and maybe it's time to set some time aside, 5 minutes in the morning, listen up on the way to work, pray on the way to the grocery store, or maybe you're already doing all that, but just like me, it needs that check. It's not about just growth, it's about relationship. So this week I challenge you to take a little time, reflect, and challenge yourselves. Lord, I just thank you for this time today. I thank you for all of the athletes that came out today, that they're able to worship and glorify you through competition and skill and sportsmanship. I ask that you continue to bless everyone with safety and lift our hearts to you. Amen.
Here is the question. If a man die, shall he live again? If a man die, shall he live again? The problem of death and life, or life and death. Haven't you ever thought about that? You've been to a funeral. For a few moments you're solemn, you're thoughtful. That night you go back, you go to bed, you think about it. One of these days they're going to be taking me out to the cemetery. They'll be saying some words over me. Is that the end? Is it all over? You know what the Bible says? The Bible says there's a time to be born and a time to die. Birth is a happy event. Death is a tragic event. And we have tears. I read about a man the other day in Brazil that they claim lived 134 years. But he died. At the end of every life is death. Life is very brief. The Bible says it's a tale that is told. It's a weaver's shuttle. It's a flower that fades. It's like the grass that withers. Yes, man instinctively, something down inside says there must be a future life. There must be something beyond this life. But after all, there's only one authoritative person that can speak on this subject. Because he came from the grave. He rose. And his name was Jesus Christ. Yes, Jesus Christ is alive. He rose.
All right, we're back here for the second, well, not yet, but sitting here with Kenton Wise. So Kenton, let's look at your game today. Kenton plays in the boys' 5th and 6th league. The Hawks. Well, you guys really did a number on the Chargers today, huh?
Yeah.
How did you feel going into that game?
Pretty good, yeah.
The Chargers got a good team. But it looked like you were just too much for them. So Kenton, it says here you New Holland, Pennsylvania? What school do you go to?
Farmersville.
How long have you been playing basketball?
This is my first year.
First year? First year at Upward too? Gary is your brother, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, how long has Gary been playing? Is this his first year at Upward? Oh, it is. Okay. And Dad, what got them, how did you hear about Upward? Kenton? Neighbors? Oh, you're neighbors with the Hoovers. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Boy, so tell me what you think about Gabriel Hoover. How much tenacity does he play with? Is he pretty aggressive?
Yeah, he's fast too.
He's very fast. He's one of the fast. Right here, number 5 in blue, Gabriel, and another guy, Drew Blasinski, I think are the fastest in the league. What did your coach say to you guys after the game?
We played aggressive. I agree with that too.
The coach is Chick Coles, correct?
Yep.
Coach Coles, yeah, he's a long-time upward coach. In fact, Chick was my son's coach back in 2018, and they went perfect 10-0 that year. But Chick's a good coach. Very vocal. Does Chick yell a lot? You hear him yelling and screaming at the players?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. But here, I'll tell you a funny thing about Chick. Last year, he was the coach of the winning boys championship team in this league, and he didn't say one word the entire game. And it was one of the greatest upsets. They were big underdogs in that game. And this guy, number 40 in red here, was championship game MVP. And Chick was silent. And all he did was cry after it was over, I was told. But do you like Chick? Is he a good guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us about Gary. What's like, you play with Gary, mess around, shoot with Gary? Do you guys have a hoop at home, or where do you play usually?
We got one waiting on driveway.
Okay. Who's a better shooter, you or Gary?
Probably Gary.
He's a good player, really good. That's his brother there, number 10. You think you guys are going to play next year?
We'll probably think about it.
So what other sports do you play again?
I don't play anything else on the team, but we both enjoy football.
Football?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite team?
Eagles.
Yeah. Well, they won't be there this year.
Yeah.
Are you cheering for anybody special in the Super Bowl?
The Chiefs are going there, I think.
You want the Chiefs to win?
Yeah.
Do you like Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah, he's a really good player.
Sure is. So what does Gary feel about playing it upward? Has he said anything to you? His team not doing too great this year. I think they have one win.
Yeah.
But it's not always about winning and losing. Luke underneath, he's going to be fouled. So are you friends with Micah Reed on the team? Who are some of your friends on the team?
Jacob Weaver. He's actually my cousin.
Oh, okay. Jacob's your cousin?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see here. He attends Redeemed Christian Fellowship. And you go to Weaverland Mennonite, is that right?
Yep.
It's your church? Very good. Now where is Carol? Is Carol here today? She is here. 22-17 here, folks. Loose, Harting, no good. Underneath. And do you ever watch any basketball games at home? Not too big on the Sixers? So Kenton, tell me about the Hawks. How many times have you won this year? Do you remember?
Twice.
2 wins this year? Was today one of them?
Yeah. Our first game we won too.
Let's see if it does not say who you played here.
The first game we played the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs. I don't think they've won a game yet, have they?
No.
How did it feel getting your second win of the season? Yeah, well,
Good.
you were
Yeah.
terrific today. Yeah, the poor Chargers, 1 win all season. They came close a couple times, but did you play the Cavaliers yet?
Yeah.
With Finn Hertzler. What do you think about Finn? Do you know who Finn is?
Not quite sure who
I
he
think
is.
he's 22 on that team. Really good player. Carr missed. So Kenton, it says you're in 6th grade. That means you would be playing in this league next year if you decide to play. What grade is Gary in?
He's in 9th.
Oh, this is his last year.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. I did say that earlier. And Gary never played basketball anywhere. Wow, he's really good for not playing. That's incredible. Both you guys. There's Luke. Drives off the glass, missed it. Stoltzfus. Luke just ripped it out of his hand. Spins it off the glass. What a play. Luke Harting. Incredible. And the Warriors up 7. Here's Chase. I'm here with Kenton Wise, everybody, from the Hawks of the boys 5th and 6th league. They had a very impressive win today. 37-20. Kenton was player of the game. Kenton, have you ever watched yourself on YouTube yet? Well,
Yeah.
no, actually, you did. Today's
Yeah.
game would be the only one
Yeah.
That's right. You guys have been to Twin Valley. Is it pretty fun to see yourself out there?
Yeah.
We got a person here from Colorado right now watching Caden Weaver, who just hit a foul shot. That was for you, Marty. Caden with the green Nike sneakers. And missed it. Carr missed. And Worcester, foot on the line. So maybe you can help me with the pronunciation. Ephraim, is it Ephraim or Ephraim? Adams. Ephraim. Okay, I've heard both people pronounce it 2 different ways. But since Ephrata begins with EPH, I'm just calling him Ephraim. Here's Caden. Out to Lincoln, back to Luke for 3. Luke missed it. Lincoln the rebound, but Stoltzfus somehow he got under Franklin. What a play, Lincoln. So this league here would be 7th grade, 8th grade, and 9th grade all played together. Do you think you could handle playing with 9th graders next year?
Yeah.
Well, if you play like you did today, you won't have a problem. There's Lincoln. Lincoln Harting starting to heat up. And we got a timeout. And we'll be back right after this word from Kobe Bryant.
Your job is to try to be the best basketball player you can be. To do that, you have to practice, you have to train. You want to train as much as you can, as often as you can. So if you get up at 10 in the morning, train at 11, say 12, train at 12, train for 2 hours, 12 to 2. You have to let your body recover. So you eat, recover, whatever. You get back out, you train, start training again at 6. Train from 6 to 8. And now you go home, you shower, you eat dinner, you go to bed. Those are 2 sessions. Right now, imagine you wake up at 3, you train at 4, you go 4 to 6, come home, breakfast, relax. Now you're back at it again, 9 to 11, right? Relax, and now all of a sudden you're back at it again, 2 to 4, and now you're back at it again, 7 to 9.
All right, we're back. Jeff Russell with Kenton Wise on the camera. Thank you for volunteering, Kenton. Kenton is on the Hawks of the boys 5th and 6th team with a wonderful 37-20 win today for their 2nd win of the season. They defeated Mike Good and Don Mogul's Chargers. The Chargers just having a rough year. Not as rough as the Bulldogs. Luke baseline, good look, missed it. Monteforte wanted to go, but Worcester slowed him down. Monteforte, Luke in his way. Good job, Luke, slowed him down. Franklin underneath, poked that by Lincoln, going the other way. At the buzzer, and Caden's not going to get that shot off. So after 3, it's been all Warriors. We'll be back with the 4th and final quarter of the day.
The middle 2 months of the season, I'd been disobedient on the whole tobacco issue. The first 2 months of the season, this is what it can be. What you're going through right now is this is what it's going to be until you become obedient. God takes it away. He gives you strength to move forward through it. You don't think about it. And I haven't really thought about it since I said, all right, Lord, I get it. You know, here it is. One thing I'd share with people who are going through addictions like I have, when you're in the middle of your addiction, you don't understand how many people you're hurting. You know, it's kind of a selfish act or attitude, and I didn't realize it until you know, I reached kind of bottom in my grandmother's house. It wasn't just me that I was affecting, but people around me. I wanted people to understand that I've been there, I went through.
All right, we're back here for the 4th and final quarter. Jeff Russell here with Kenton Wise from the Hawks. And there's a slap on the hand by Monteforte. Kenton, you're 6th grade, 11 years old, and going to be 12 in September. Is that right?
Yep.
Yep. And next year he would qualify for this league here. But Gary's going to be graduating after this season. There's Jake. Nicely done. The Warriors seem like they have things under control here. Kenton, did you happen to see the next game after yours? The boys 5th and 6th. You weren't here for that one? That was an overtime win. Did you guys play the Buffaloes?
Yeah.
The Buffaloes got their first loss in overtime. An amazing finish. So you go home, put that one on, and watch the end of that one. You don't get much more exciting than that game. Jake out to Caden. Here's Lincoln for 3. They're looking good, Marty. You still out there with us? And Pumpkin's out there also. Pumpkin, who are you related to? There's Jake. Stops, puts the brakes on. Missed it. Franklin, great job to pull that down. Got it to Buck. Liam, he's going to pull. Almost. And ball going to go the other way. Warriors have this under control. Coming up just under 5 minutes left. It's been a wild, wild week 6. Here's Jake. Got his own rebound. Going to be fouled here. 4:45 left in this one. So, Dad, have you heard of the Upward program before this year? So it's the first hearing of it. The Wises are neighbors to Gabriel Hoover on the Grizzlies. Do you play any sports with Gabe at all at home, or is he too big and fast?
We don't much anymore. We used to play with him a lot.
You think he could beat Gary in a race?
Probably.
Gabriel Hoover is one amazing athlete, I'll tell you. He is so fun to watch. Here's Wise. Cross court. Stoltzfus. Franklin, no good. Ethan Devine just sitting and watching. There's Lincoln. That missed everything. Franklin. to go the other way. 4:25 left. And the Nuggets could do nothing but wait for Championship Saturday. So on Championship Saturday, the boys 7-9 league is going to kick it off first at 8 a.m. Brian's trying to get all the games squeezed in fast so the boys can get a big rest before the final championship game. And I believe the boys 5th and 6th league will have the first championship game at 11 or 12. Jake Harting missed that. I know he'd like to have that back. And I think that's Josh Shrewsbury. Jordan's brother just pointed out the clock of several times has not been moving when it should. And especially in the Lakers game, Coach Slaughter would have been livid if he saw the clock running after the whistle. And the problem is where it's located. Not sure if they're going to do something about that, but it's very hard for the coaches to watch. Center over to Wise. Gary for 3. No. Does Gary shoot any long balls at home? Yeah. Makes them pretty far. So tell us about Gary. What are some of his favorite things to do?
He likes hunting.
Hunting, yeah. A gunman. He ever catch any deer? What has he shot? Anything?
But yeah, he shot a 5-point a while ago.
Nice. Where does he go? Where do you go with him at all? You ever go? Here's Carr. No good. Outlet force to Buck. Liam, nicely done. Score says 32-19. I'm not sure that's right, but I got to match up with what's up there. I'm not sure what happened here. So 3 minutes left. Scoreboard showing 32-19 Warriors. Luke to inbound. Looking for Lincoln. Ball's going to stay. Luke. Looking for Caden, but Monteforte. Here, you're going to see some speed right now. Mason. Incredibly fast. Probably one of the fastest. Missed it. Look at the speed of Monteforte. Should just put on a cape. Unbelievable. I'd love to see him race Hoover. That would be a great race. Force. Using a lot of force there. Good ball movement. Buck no good. Nice steal by Wise. So does Gary go to school or is he homeschooled?
He goes to school.
Garden spot?
No, same place we do.
Okay. There's Lincoln. Missed everything. Good save by Worcester. Nice. Has Gary talked about after school plans? Any idea yet, or is it too early? A little early?
He has a few ideas, but yeah, I'd say it's early here. Switches some time from one thing to another, so
Is he going to do a trade or?
He had a summer job over at Cozy Cabin. He's looking forward to doing that again after school.
Oh, okay, that's nice. Oh, great. Do you think he's the type to do like a trade, or do you think he'd go to college? What do you, if you had to guess?
He would like to go on to play football.
Football?
I think he's built for football.
Really? But he plays.
You tell me.
Does he play?
Yeah.
Okay. What position?
I'd say just backyard.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not with the team.
Okay, so he doesn't play for a team.
Right.
All right. He wants to play college football. Nicely done, Franklin. Oh, hey, anything's possible.
Dream big, right?
Absolutely. Sure. You never know what hidden talents are there. You never know. And only one way to find out. I play a lot of clips from Denzel Washington and telling everybody to dream big. Absolutely. Luke to inbound. A minute and a half. Warriors got this under control unless some kind of disaster strikes. There's Caden. Monteforte. Going to turn on the Jets? No. Just feed it over to Force. Missed it. Monteforte to put back, yes. Well, can't write them off just yet. Minute 5. They have to hurry. 9-point game. Luke. And they're going to get, he just ran into Franklin Stoltzfus. And that is not fun. Like I said, Luke, my goodness, the bumps and bruises. He has gone through it upward. Luke's going to shoot too. He's going to have a Franklin Stoltzfus stomach headache nightmare for quite a while after that collision. I would not want to run into Franklin Stoltzfus. But I'll tell you, Luke is a true warrior, by every sense of the word. And nice shot there. And no doubt Luke is going to be into the Hall of Fame. It's been a tremendous, tremendous career here. Championship game MVP last year. There's Force. Berry's 1 for 3. Chase Force, I haven't seen that for a while. 36-24, coming up on 30 seconds. And Monteforte still, him and Luke still playing hard. Unbelievable. Boy, the two of them, incredible. A lot of fun here at Upward. But folks, this is a day, this has got to be the best basketball day I've ever witnessed here in the 6 years of doing this. 4.5 overtimes, double overtime. They played 1 minute. Some incredible basketball, a lot of fun. Monteforte being really aggressive with that elbow. Boy, Mason, so aggressive. It reminds me a lot of Gabe Hoover. They take it right to that line, that aggression line, right where it flirts with anger and aggression. And if you can control it, it's very valuable. But if you don't, that can hurt your team. As we saw Gabe get fouled out last week. 10 seconds left. Luke, another runs into Franklin again. And that's it. 34-26. Luke Harting, player of the game. Congratulations, Warriors. And I want to thank you, Kenton, very much. Thank you, Dad. And we will conclude week 6 here. Incredible, folks. Go back, check out all the games.